Our
Yeah, just go ahead.
welcome to our today's Zoom. Our participant seems to be sad because we ended the section. I think maybe our course will extend for some days, but we are sorry we can't do that. For today only we are just discussing about group discussions forums.
Yeah.
But also in the evening, we have reviewed their websites, some of the websites of our participants, and we had a forum to add some comments
Mhm,
for the improvement of their sites.
mhm.
And after this meeting, we think maybe we record a, a success stories
Mhm.
according to what experience they have been obtained up to now.
Mhm.
And later on, we will share their stories into our new site.
Yeah.
So, but today, I think you may have some comments regarding their website.
Mhm.
So we are here to listen.
Okay. Thank you very much, Queen. I mean, I'm sad as well. I mean, such a successful course to see just the end in front of us. That's sad, but I think we had even last week some suggestions to continue in another form, to exchange experiences and to complete and to add more success stories to our website. So we can really build some kind of a support structure where we can help each other during the next month. I think we will have to talk about it. Maybe you will talk to Christian what kind of solution you could envisage, and then we'll certainly find a solution. Now, what about the websites? I mean, I was already giving some comments. I'm really very impressed how fast you got it and you improved and you built a real good and a solid fundament for further work. I mean, it is great because once you have such an information hub for your course, you can steadily and steadily build on that so that the students will always come back to this website and and be informed of what is happening. And the great idea about the website is it's an asynchronous communication where the students can, whenever they get access to the internet, they can get informed and can follow the learning path. Now, you were mentioning the problem with the discussion. And I would like to to give you a quick input about discussion forum. Let me share the screen and start with this introduction to discussions. Now, why do we need discussions in teaching? I mean, it is extremely important. We may be used to lectures where we have a few hundred students and one person is speaking and the others are listening. But to have a discussion between the learners and the lecturer and among the students is extremely important. Because first of all, only if you can discuss about something that you have learned, only then you're really master of this topic. Discussions also elicit engagement. In every discussion, you will find different opinions. So it encourages our critical thinking, finding out what is correct, what is convincing, and what is maybe not that convincing. In discussions, we remember things that we have learned and we reuse it. That is the reinforcement of the memory, which is so important. So if we all know, we watch TV maybe in the evening and we think, yes, it's everything. If you ask people the following day what they were watching, they have hardly any idea. Because if you have not an opportunity to work with what you have learned, to discuss with friends, it's less effective. Discussions are an opportunity to see the same problem from different perspectives. And this is also a contribution to the critical thinking. And then in the discussion, you can ask and find out what your misunderstandings are. So there's no question, discussion is critical. Now I was giving courses, online courses, where discussions were only possible online. But you probably are rather trying to establish a blended learning approach where you can have live discussions during the face-to-face sessions and where you have online discussions. And it's not the same. And we should also quite be aware of the advantages and the characteristics of live discussions and online discussions. You all know that in a live discussion, it can be quite lively, and because you get an instant feedback and these discussions go back and forth, and this is very, very engaging. Whereas in online discussions, you may sit on your discussion forum, you may write your opinion, and you wait maybe a day until you get the response from somebody else. This might seem like a disadvantage, but it's of course also an advantage, because then if you're sitting down and you sort out your ideas, you may be more deep in your arguments than if you just speak spontaneously. Of course, in a live discussion, you get a lot of non-verbal cues, the body language and so on. The emotions are much more evident. Whereas in an online discussion where we have only text, you may add an emoji, yes, but it's not the same. And this is also a characteristic of online discussions. Not knowing what kind of emotions are behind the message can lead to conflicts. And I have seen this very often, that we could talk in the face-to-face session easily, peacefully. All of a sudden, in the online discussion, things were really going off the trail. And we have to be aware of these possibilities. As I said, spontaneity is much director in live discussions. In a live discussion, there are often people who are quite dominant because they take very easily the lead in a discussion, and this may frighten off others who are maybe a little bit more timid or take more time to reflect. So for those, it might be an advantage to participate in an online discussion, because then you can really have the time to formulate your ideas, and you are not so much influenced by these alpha persons. So it's very easy to follow a discussion later on, whereas a discussion takes place live is difficult to record. It's easy in a Zoom meeting, as we are doing it now. We do a recording. So if you go through this very thoroughly, you realize that live discussions, online discussions are not the same. It could be a good idea if you want to have an engagement over time, that you arrange for an online discussion where during the semester people are reflecting their learning progress, whereas this is not that easy to make in a live discussion. So I can very well support those who want to implement an online discussion, also in a blended learning approach where we also have live discussion. Now, face-to-face is always then interesting in a high emotional context where tone and body language are crucial. When we want the quick and rapid brainstorming, where we have to negotiate complex decisions, I mean, where it goes to and fro, and this can be very cumbersome on an online discussion to find a shared date, for instance, whereas in a live lesson, it's in a live discussion, it's much easier. Then I prefer to build trusts in a life-to-life situation. But of course, I mean, even over a distance, it's possible to building trust, but it's challenging for situations where you want to show something, where it's not just language that is important. Of course, in a face-to-face situation, it is much easier. But that doesn't say that a discussion forum is not also extremely valuable. I'm very fond of these kind of discussions because this asynchronous participation allows people to take part whereas they could not attend in the live lesson. Complex topics that need a deep reflection, that need research in between, where you just can participate spontaneously, but you have to go into your notes to find a solution, are much more productive in an online discussion. As I said, ongoing reflection over weeks is also very ideal for discussion forum. Then if you want to include quieter voices, more timid persons, it's an excellent idea to get them a floor where they can express themselves. And the good thing is you get a permanent record of ideas. You can maybe at the end of a longish discussion, you can ask somebody to make a summary. Then they can go back and read through and see how the discussion developed. Whereas in a live lesson, you would have to have somebody to write the protocol, and this is more complex. Now, an element that I want to explain to you, there are many discussion forums, but only a few have what I called a threaded tree-like hierarchical structure. If you see here, I have an example of such a tool that allows somebody to, for instance, to write this post general forum. Somebody that reads, replies to this test message. Dean replies to Leon's message. And so, there is a thread of discussion that all refer to other. But there's somebody who wants to start another discussion about cancer runs in family. So it's important. That's the advantage of this kind of tools, that you can easily find out in what thread you are, on what tree you are climbing. And whereas generally these discussion forum, these applications do not have this characteristic. I must say, years ago, 10 years ago, it was easy to find such solutions. Somehow, I don't know why. It must be too complicated, or people don't know how to work with this, because here you have to reflect first, where do I post my message? Otherwise, you get a chaos. But I just realized that it's hard to find solutions with this kind of characteristic. If you compare hierarchical, structured, reflective discussions with spontaneous, quick, and simple discussions, we could say WhatsApp is probably on the right extreme. In WhatsApp, you can spontaneously just say what you want to say. It's very easy to get people. They respond you generally quite quickly. If I want somebody to send a message and I want to make sure he knows it as soon as possible, I probably do it with WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is a great tool, but I was once part of a community of about 40 people, and we were discussing in WhatsApp, but I can tell you it was impossible. It was such a chaos. I couldn't know what he or she was writing. Was it an answer on what question? So the discussion was really quite confused. In learning management systems like Moodle, you have this kind of structured tree-like threaded discussions. And that would be maybe a dream if you are at the university, at an institution that has ICT people who can host a Moodle, then it's free. But they need some kind of knowledge how to host a Moodle. And I remember in Namibia, at the NUST, they finally decided to run a Moodle on the university server. And now every lecturer who needs a communication platform can open a class there. And this would cover not just the communication part, but all the rest of the learning management system facilities are implemented in Moodle. I mean, we are working with Google Sites, with Google Forums, with Google Groups, with Google Docs, and this is okay. This is available for free, no hosting problems, no nothing. But unfortunately, it has not an excellent discussion forum. What you can do, you can embed apps that work with Google Sites, such as Google Groups, Google Doc, Discuss, Mood, and maybe many other. But I must say they are a little bit in between. They are, in terms of structure, They are better than WhatsApp, but they are not just this, not the pure hierarchical structure like the discussion forum in Moodle, for instance. But I mean, we have to live with what we have. And that's why I have on our discussion and on our website, I have shown how to use Google Groups. Google Groups years ago had tree-like structures, but they gave up. I don't know why. But it's still a much ordered discussion possible. So I would suggest if you want to implement a discussion forum, why not try with Google Groups? There is also another tool that is called Discuss, a bit strange written, and this works also. I have also a section where I explain how to use this. Or you can maybe in certain discussions, you can also use Google Docs to run this. So, I mean, we have solutions to do that. As soon as you want in your blended learning approach, this kind of online discussion, just go there and try to find a solution that is good for you. So these are my suggestions about the discussion forum. I would like to invite you to ask questions, to give comments. But I also want to remind you on something. As you said, we are sadly, but surely we are close to the end of the course. I will send you a Google Form link because we want you to give us feedback to the course as a whole. So we can, your opinion for us is very important because it's your experience that is decisive whether we can continue with, whether we can improve the course as it was done up to now. So you will receive a mail from me, and I would like to invite all the participants to give their opinion. Whatever it is important for us. So thank you very much. I mean, if it would be the last time in this course to see you, I must really confess, I'm really impressed by your engagement, by your progress you made, by your professional attitude towards your teaching and your engagement to improve it day after day. So thank you very much. It was an honor for me to be part of this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Ernest. Also, we are thankful for your time. Thank you for your presentation also. I think it's helpful. And thank you for reminding us about the strength of face-to-face and both online discussions forums. Mm-hmm. I hope it's useful for us, I and my participants here. And so when we are designing about our course, we will think on both ways on how the activities are going to be delivered. Mm-hmm. Above all that, I would like to welcome Dr. Weah to say a word on behalf of our participants here before we ended our meeting.
Thank you.
Welcome, Doctor. Thank you.
Good morning, Ernest.
Good morning. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you. On behalf of this class, the second group, we are very grateful to you for giving us this education. There is so much that we've learned, and indeed, it's true we had wanted to continue with this training, but 5 days have elapsed already, and all of us, we have to go back to our various duties.
Yeah.
So on behalf of the class, thank you so much. Thank you so much. There's so much that we've learned, and we are going to continue to practice so that we become perfect in what we have gotten from this training. We want to, in a special way, give thanks to Mwalimu Christian and his colleagues, Mwalimu Queen and Juma, for their hard work and for their patience. Sometimes it's difficult to do adult education, but they have been very patient with us, and they have gone through all the ABCs with us, and we are grateful to them as well. Thank you once again. May God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Yes, I am very happy with you and your group, and with the co-facilitators, with Christian, that I have worked now for years together. I mean, it's for me such motivating work, because I realize that that is now taken over by you in your daily work, and if it helps you to to struggle with the challenges you have, it's great, and it's rewarding for me as well. So I hope, in a way, in a different way, maybe we can continue sharing experiences. But that is, I think, now the clue of what is what makes the success, and that you keep going on, and that you exchange experience from others, because these are so valuable, because we can learn from each other, from mistakes and from success stories equally. Thank you very much, and have a good last finish of the course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Maybe your friend, Mr. Christian?
Nothing to say.
I think this week you don't hear him.
Yeah.
Ernest,
Hello.
thank you very much.
We are happy, aren't we? I mean, dreams came true.
Yeah, so for me, I've been away. I left Queen and Juma.
Yeah.
And I was happy that the week has been very, very productive.
Yeah.
So maybe for me, it's a big thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for making this dream coming true now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same to you. It wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't have
so
been possible.
Yeah. This morning we have heard good news from the last week participant at Singachini.
Yeah.
So they are conducting a workshop. This is what we want to hear.
Yes,
and I believe that these participants will also do the same.
Yeah. Right.
So, Ernest, we talk later for feedback.
Yes.
I think for now it's enough to say I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you very much,
Really.
and a good night, goodbye, good continuing of the course. Thank you, Queen.
Yes.
Thank you, Juma, and have a good future with blended learning in your school. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.